Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along. So thank you so much for joining me. And if you're like me and just about everybody else that I know, this full moon energy, oh boy, talk about, even though having a really solid night's sleep, talk about absolutely exhausted. Okay, oh gosh, sad news today. Tim Curry, the one, the only, the original Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. We'll never forget the movie version. We'll never forget those fishnet stockings and those lips. Passed away aged 80. So there seems to be something around 80-year-olds at the moment, and I do know a particular 80-year-old that I don't think the world will actually miss terribly. Well, we would rejoice. Let me put it that way. Okay, what do I want to have a look at? I'm going to use the trip and weight and the extras again today, but getting a bit bored with Harp, aren't you? She was apparently photoshopped out of the video footage from the Grand Prix race and blah da 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 da. There's stuff happening behind the scenes there. It seems like might have settled down a little bit. What I'm really feeling though is with Mel turning back up again, the felon, I'm really getting, and what's that showing itself? The Judgment card. I'm getting that the felon is actually bored and irritated by Harp, especially when compared with the cool detachment of Mel, who really doesn't want to be anywhere near him. And that's very much a narcissistic trait, is that they want what they can't have or what they don't have. And as soon as they get it within their control, they lose interest. And there's the Sun card. Absolutely. So this is my cards agreeing with me. But what I do want to have a look, I didn't actually note anything down, but I do want to about this, but I have got a article that I'll bring up in a minute, is have a look at what KKK Leavitt is up to. Now, I just want to point out the media are only just now starting to report an Argentinian ground beef recall from about 3 weeks ago. 30,000 pound of ground beef or something. Oh, goodness me. So, now I believe Costco are not selling Argentinian beef. It does mean their beef will be slightly more expensive. So, yeah, bravo to Costco again. So just be aware of that. Try and keep abreast and share information about recalls, etc., that are happening. Because what is it? Salad, stuff, eggs, beef, you name it. It's all a bit of a worry. What I also want to point out is that, and across my social media feed this morning, which I found very poignant, Darlene Graham, who apparently won the, Darlene Graham, who very conveniently slipped into Lindsay's position, so unqualified. What do we got? 5 of Swords and 7 of Swords. Was via phone, I believe, at some sort of rally supported by the Orange Idiot. But apparently she was doing an interview, and yes, there we have another sun as well, but a slightly different sun in this deck as I'm talking about this particular instance with Darlene. She was talking in this interview or wherever it was about the fact that she does not support healthcare for all. She does not support the government co-funding healthcare, blah, 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 blah. And yet in the next sentence pretty much said her parents didn't need government-funded health care. If they were sick, they just went to work. And my mother died when I was 11 and my father died when I was 12 because they couldn't afford to go to the doctors. So pretty much pre-high school age, you were left an orphan because your parents couldn't afford to go to the doctors, but you're against funding for people to help people to go to the doctors. They have real issues connecting the dots, these people. It just drives me absolutely insane. 1 + 1 = 2. It's not rocket science. Okay, but what I want to have a look at, and I'm going to use these cards, I'm going to have a look. So what's the news that's come out about KKK Leavitt? Well, she has turned up again. There was speculation that she was being offered a role as an advisor, and we all sort of scratched our heads and said, what? But it turns out that she's actually turned up again in regards to the Orange Idiots MAGA Inc. PAC, which apparently it's the felon's private PAC. It's not the Republican RNC one, it's actually Donald's, and that he controls, and apparently it's the one that's got the $40 million in it. So that's what he is holding over the RNC, because the RNC hasn't raised the money. It's all been diverted into the Orange Idiots personal PAC. Now, so she's been appointed in an undisclosed position to do with the MAGA Inc. PAC. Filings in February showed the group had raised a whopping $305 million up to prior to February, which is now increased to over $400 million. The most it's actually spent, I think the only spending it's made is $800,000 in regards to Darlene Graham. Everybody else has been pretty much told to pound sand. And interestingly enough, the donors into this particular private felon PAC are is Forrest Dax, the parent company of Crypto.com. Other donors are Kelsey Warren, Texas pipeline billionaire, Jeff Yass, TikTok investor, Greg and Ann Brockman, an open AI power couple, and Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss. Apparently the crypto bros that the felon often describes as male models with big, beautiful brains. Oh, talk about, no wonder Grindr goes down whenever they have an RNC conference. So pretty much the big donors are the who's who of those that have crypto and AI stakes in the administration. Right, so Leavitt has returned to this role, to an undisclosed role in this particular PAC. Now, the felon built the checkbook and says he controls the cash. So the question of this article, is the money being stockpiled to win the midterms or to preserve the felon's grip on the GOP long after the midterms, or perhaps a third option, to nick off with it? That wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm using the trip and wait. As you guys know, I poker shuffle. Oh yeah, there's the oligarchical billionaires, and the Chariot is interesting. The Chariot, the Moon, and the Sun. Because I do want to have another look. Apparently the USS Lincoln is underway and will be stopping in Thailand on the way home, but it's left behind its protective destroyers. 3 destroyers. One is motoring towards, I believe, Hawaii, and the other 2 that have been out as long as the Lincoln have been left behind. So it's not protected in its travels. Okay, but what have we got? Secrets being revealed and the sun coming out. And what else have I got poking its head out? This card, the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice card. Okay. What have we got? We've got the big money and the looking overseas. So, I mean, there's so many things I want to read on today. Let me just put those all back randomly and have a good shuffle, because I also want to really, really have a look at Why Ratcliffe went to Mossy Cow. We took 2 planes. Apparently, NVIDIA chips have been found in Rusky missiles. Why did he go? Is it something to do with NATO? Was it with the Ruskies holding war games on the Finnish border? I'll have a look separately of that, but tell me, why is KKK Leavitt? Why is KK Leavitt? What is she doing with MAGA Inc? Come on down, let's have a look. Oh boy, what is she doing there? Okay, some sort of announcement coming out of the White House. She was a spokesperson of the White House, but not any longer. She resigned. And she's popped up here. So this is some sort of, an announcement coming out of the White House. Why has Leavitt popped up at the MAGA Inc. PAC, which is pretty much felon's private bank account with money that was supposed to be for the repubs? It's all to do with the money and the money dripping through. Why has she turned up here? The challenge is the money dripping through. I don't know that the PAC actually has that money in it. I do wonder if that money has been removed offshore elsewhere, perhaps, or got invested in crypto or Bitcoin or something, or to prop up, what's the one that the felon put out there? So this is this rah from the White House, but people are walking away. The money literally dripping through the fingers. The foundation here, we've got the 3 of Cups. Drinking the wine and celebrating can also be the inner circle or the circles of support. 3 of Cups. Surrounding by supporters. Let's see where this goes. In the past, the Star, but no longer the Star. And crowning and reading the Emperor. So the Emperor is all about maintaining control. But he's got the patches on his knees and sitting on his orange throne with bare feet. I mean, I know he's supposed to be an old hippie, but it very much feels like sort of almost like a poverty sense. I don't know that the money's there. Why has KK Leavitt been put in this? Yeah, to manipulate the magician. Manipulation, manifestation, to create something out of nothing, or look over here while this is happening over there. Because there's this harsh truth that's about to come out externally about messaging. There's messaging that's just going to be chaotic messaging to try, but like it's too much. There's something too much here, too many plans or too much messaging, or there's something there that they can't pull together. The Hermit, an investigation, shining a light in the dark, or simply trying to find a path forward. Right, the 9 of Pentacles, a comfortable position, minding the money. Here's second Knight of Swords, because there's going to be, I mean, this could be deploying the military. And the Page of Wands. We needed someone there who was very good at lying. We've got the Ace of Swords, a strategy. There she is again, as the second 9 of Pentacles. But then we've got the 8 of Cups, the walking away and the Fool, the uncharted waters, and the chain to the devil, rejecting some sort of offer here. So the Fool could be off the cliff, chained to the devil, rejecting an offer, but then making up the steal. Seven of Cups, Swords, Five of Swords, Ten of Swords. Oh, these are not good cards. Why is she there? I think she's there as a cover-up to spin something. I'm thinking the money, the 400 million, is not actually there. And she's been put in to tell a story. But we've got here she is, harsh truth, to tell us, and she's there to tell the story. But the truth is, I think she wants out. Once she realizes, because you've got the walking away, the Fool, the devil, rejecting the offer from the devil, but then making up. But if she does, you've got the steal, the betrayal, and the downfall. Might be an offer she can't refuse. She's given an offer she cannot refuse. There's something here. There's a truth coming out. And we've got, with this Ten of Wands and this manipulation card, the money dripping through, the rah-rah leaving the White House, the challenges. I think the money's gone. That 400 million that's supposed to be there, I don't think it's there. Let's have a look. Entertainment only. Is that 400? I think it has disappeared with that Six of Pentacles. Has that the money, some sort of agreement to so I've got Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles. This is my money laundering card, or it can be a decrease in value. It can be trying to juggle the financial situation. I think she's been put in. She may not know it yet, but to keep a lid on the fact that the money is missing. Is that what I'm getting? Let's have a look. Is the money, is that 400 million that's, I mean, the last time it was audited was January. Is that money, the 400 million? The only amount that's been spent is a bit on Darlene, who, despite becoming an orphan at 12, due to her parents not being able to afford healthcare, is anti-healthcare. Oh, God. Can't make this up, can you? I don't even know why they spent it on Darlene. Okay, let's have a look. This MAGA Inc. PAC, is the money there? Might not be. Four of Swords. The Ace of Cups. Page of Cups. And then the Ace of Wands. I mean, yes and yes, these two aces. But I think the truth is, I don't think it's there. This Ace of Wands, I mean, we know that, it's more like the Death card than the actual Death. Four of Swords is more like the Death card than the actual Death card. But it is also very much something that's kept behind the scenes. And Swords are about truth, the truth that has been kept on the down low, that it's been cleaned out. And she's been brought in to spin the slippery fish story with this messaging, the plan with the messaging. Yep, Two of Pentacles again, and the Sun, which right in the middle, which tells me, yes, I'm on the right track, and the Page of Swords. I think the money's gone because this Page of Swords very much about communications that are put out there across the air, etc. But you've got this, flailing of the sword, the World card, the Knight of Cups. So a significant ending of a cycle, Trojan horse, and some sort of agreement that was come to with that Two of Cups. The Mercenary with the Knight of Pentacles and the Magician to manipulate. I'm going to say there's the Four of Cups, there's the money trail, and there's the Emperor at the end of it, and the Three of Swords. Four of Cups, the money trail, the Emperor and the Three of Swords, and the nightmare situation that evolves out of it. And the Devil, different devil. Harsh truth coming forward, and an articulate orator bringing forward a message. Oh gosh, on the bottom we've got another Ace of Cups and Fool. I don't think the money's there. I think the money has gone it. The 400 million there, and Leavitt has been bought in to, lies, deceit, betrayal, bullying, self-sabotage, and the lies, the Hermit, the Sun, and then we've got Leavitt walking away as the truth comes out. Leavitt walking away as the truth comes out, and it will. I mean, it's not like the Pentagon where they haven't been audited for, unless they choose not to audit. What have we got here? We've got justice, bringing an ending and a real downfall to this orator. It's never the felon, it's always those that he gets to do the dirty work who presented the Trojan horse. Harsh truth, devil, nightmare, betrayal. I think the money's gone. I think Leavitt's been bought in to sell the story that it's all is hunky-dory. But old Lyin'Lips. What a goose. Because it will come out. It will come out that the money's not there. And then he won't be held accountable because he'll probably not be on the mortal coil by that stage. But she certainly will. Okay, love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.